Thank you for staying with us this hour here on One American News. I'm Stephanie Myers. The East Turkistan Government in Exile and the East Turkistan National Awakening Movement will gather in front of the State Department to protest on East Turkistan's National Day of Mourning. Here to talk about today's upcoming protests further at the State Department is the Prime Minister for the East Turkistan Government in Exile, Salih Hudayar. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Tell us more about the significance behind today's rally.
Today marks the 72nd anniversary of the day that China officially, or the People's Republic of China, officially overthrew the independent East Turkestan Republic, leading to the ongoing campaigns of colonization, occupation, and genocide that we are facing today.
This isn't the first time you organize a protest outside the State Department. What sort of response or goal do you hope to achieve this time around?
So previously, we had demonstrated in front of the U.S. State Department to urge them to recognize the genocide, and we are forever grateful for the U.S. Doing that. However, recognition is not enough. We are urging President Biden to sign the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act into law as soon as possible, to recognize, to treat East Turkestan on par with Tibet by recognizing it as an occupied country, and to help Uyghurs, especially refugees, by granting them refuge here in the United States and expediting their asylum cases.
And as you mentioned, Senate lawmakers, they unanimously passed that Forced Labor Prevention Act last week. And for our viewers, it bans the import of goods from the Xinjiang province, but it could, like the East Turkestan, if they were made by forced labor. What other legislation would you like to see lawmakers act upon?
Well, there's also a legislation that has been introduced earlier this year to expedite the asylum applications of Uyghurs and to grant refuge to Uyghurs. So we want this to, pass through the Congress, but it might take years before that happens, as the case with the Uyghur Forced Labor Prevention Act. So we're urging the administration to just act unilaterally to grant Uyghurs refuge, especially those that are fleeing genocide.
The Biden administration announced a diplomatic boycott of the Beijing Olympics, with a few other countries following suit in their diplomatic boycotts. What's your reaction to that?
We are happy that this has happened, but again, it's not enough. While it's going to be bad for China's image, it's not effective in terms of punishing China for the crimes that it's undertaking. We're hoping that the U.S. government also supports our case against China at the International Criminal Court and raises our issue at the UN Security Council.
And where can our viewers go to learn more about today's protests and any other events calling for accountability?
They can visit our website at east-turkistan.net or by following us at social media at ET Awakening or ET Exile Gov.
Again, the Prime Minister for the East Turkistan Government in Exile, Salih Hudayar, thank you so much again for your time.
Thank you for having me.